4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Go ahead. All right, I don't even know if anybody's in the chat yet, so this is so ad hoc. Test, test, test. Okay, so change that setting. There we go. So I started Discord up again. Desktop audio, nothing's going. What the fuck? Sick of this shit. Browser source active, mic active, desktop audio active. All right, so monitoring that. Monitoring that, so.
All right, and you went into settings and made sure your sources.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I hear myself?
Right. Do you hear yourself on the stream?
Yeah, I hear myself on the stream.
There we go. I think I got it fixed.
Settings and made sure your sources.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I hear myself?
Right. Do you hear yourself on the stream?
Yeah, I hear myself on the stream. Good.
I
also like your settings, the image you have there. No fat chick. Yes.
So I guess I could do a little bit of advertising on this. You know, we should have done some more advertising. But you know, it is what it is. So let me see. Videos. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Live. There we go. Okay, there's the link. That's some more advertising. But, you know, it is what it is. So let me see. Right. Yeah. They'll do that. Seeing as how a certain person advertises in your channel every day.
Yeah, well, he streams every day.
Yeah,
which I don't know, I don't know if he works or what, because he streams a lot.
Yeah, I can't stream every day. I'd fucking kill me. Okay, so, well, for the two people that are listening, two people are watching now. It's probably me and you, so whatever.
Yeah, it does say March 7th, by the way. So they might. This is old.
Oh.
I think you can fix that in post, though.
Comments, no. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still half waking up, so.
Yeah, same here.
You know, it's kind of an impromptu test stream for like the two people that are watching, so. You know, we need to do more advertising to be a little bit more prepared going forward.
Yeah, see, I was originally not planning on making it for this stream, but plans change, so here we are.
Yeah, so gonna do a quick test stream. I got stuff to do today. People to doing things to pee on, so we're gonna make it
Here
a
we go.
quick stream. I even cut coffee and quiet short for this, which is
You did. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, because I gotta have my CQ in the morning.
You know it. So, yeah, I was going to tell you, going with the theme of the no fat chicks.
Oh, and this will be a
um,
never ending theme as far as I'm concerned because we live in what I like to call the land of the fat and the few. There's a lot of fat pigs out there, a lot of slobs, demonic pig cunts, fucking fat fucking hogs, slugs, but there are very few attractive women in this area that keep themselves in shape.
you guys don't even in the audience. Most of you don't even understand like the level of like malevolence this man has for obese women.
Do you
It's,
understand why I have the malevolence?
yeah, absolutely,
If
absolutely.
for
I'm just
the
telling you.
for the 4 people that are watching now, the malevolence I have is because I have legit glandular issues. I've had neurosurgery to correct these problems, and it still came back, but in limited form. And yet I have glandular issues, and yeah, I gotta lose some weight, but you know what? I am skinnier than most of these fat fucking pigs where I live. And I'm like, what's your excuse? The fuck? Lose weight, you goddamn pig. Quit eating so goddamn much. The fuck, you know what I mean? It's disgusting. And I do go in on fat guys, but I don't go in them as much for one simple reason, because guys are generally working long hours. They're busting their ass. They come home, they're dead ass exhausted, and so they can support the fat pig in their life, so they can make that money. So
Yeah,
some fat pig with a never-ending hunger for food, money, things, and bullshit can be satiated. Which women are never happy. They're never satiated. They're never pleased. Nothing can ever please them. Nothing will ever fill that place in them where their soul should be.
yeah. So I was out to lunch with my coworkers last week, and you would have had an aneurysm, dude, when you saw like this family pulls up, and I'm by the window, so I look out the window and see these people walking up, and you know the kids were pigs. I'm like, oh my god, like, and they weren't even teenagers yet. I don't think. Like, it's very hard, like, to be that big at that age. Like, you should have a metabolism like of a freak. Like, I know I did. My problem was always putting on weight for most of my life. And then I saw the mother, who was like 3 times, like, she probably outweighed me by like 3 times. And I'm 5 foot 9.5 and 180 pounds,
Oh, Jesus
175
Christ! I
pounds.
mean, you know what?
It explained everything.
You know what? When I was a kid, you didn't see a lot of fat kids. You didn't see a lot of little piglets in training. You didn't see a lot
Yeah,
of.
and the ones you did see, they got a lot of flack
Oh, they
for
took a lot
being
of shit. Oh
fat.
yeah, they got it. They got it bad, deservedly so. But kids should be invincible. They should be fucking skinny, running up and down, running around. But it's because that fat fucking pig, that fucking pig cunt, the way she feeds her fucking kids is the reason why they're little chunkers. And she probably doesn't make them get off their ass, and they're sitting on their ass all day playing fucking video games, bullshitting around instead of going out and playing like kids should.
Yeah, exactly. They're probably on like a really high carb, high sugar diet, living like a sedentary lifestyle. Like, I was told to get the fuck out of the house. So
Yeah,
I would
exactly. The same
go
thing too.
and play in the woods,
Right.
during my childhood. But these days they have a tablet, they have whatever
The
the
fucking
gaming
video game
system.
console. And that's how that fat fucking pig bitch babysits her fucking kids, and she puts them in front of the video game console or in front of the TV because she doesn't want to do any active parenting because she's too fucking lazy and fat. Because she can get out of her own fucking slop, she might be able to actually do some fucking parenting.
Good morning, Cassandra.
Morning, Cassandra. We got
Yeah,
a
you would
whole.
have had.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
sorry.
disgusts me because it's like there's no fucking excuse for that, you fat fucking pig. It's
Yeah,
like,
your
goddamn,
brain would have exploded.
do some
Seriously.
fucking parenting, you fat bitch, goddamn fucking whore.
Yeah, I was disgusted, dude. Like I had trouble finishing my food after
Yeah,
seeing that.
yeah. So when I was a kid, I had a friend, and he was skinny AF, and everybody in his family was skinny AF, but his mom, because that fat fucking bitch ate all the goddamn food. She ate all the food in the house, and then you couldn't have anything spicy in the house because she had stomach problems. Well, gee, I wonder why she had stomach problems. You know why she had stomach problems? Because she eats too fucking much. That's
No
why,
way.
you know, maybe if you quit eating so much, you fat fucking bitch, you wouldn't have fucking stomach problems, you goddamn whore. Taking all the food
Well,
from everybody else, fucking fat bitch.
people forget that your second brain also is in in your intestines, your digestive tract, and eating right. Like that bacteria is going to tell you to eat certain things that aren't always ideal, and you obey. That's why they call it your second brain.
Ah, that's bullshit. They just lack fucking discipline.
Well, they lack self control. I ain't giving them slack. Not giving them slack for that, but that is a part of it, and you have to eat right, and that helps curb that. I mean, we know somebody who drinks buttered coffee and eats like one steak a day every fucking day. I could never do that. I'd blow
Yeah,
my brains
well,
out. But
that certain individuals down with OCD.
very true. But humans usually have a pattern. They're creatures of habit. So if your habit is to like eat a bunch of fucking Twinkies and ding dongs and fucking high carb food, you're gonna keep doing that, and then you're gonna become a pig.
Well, yeah, and for the record, I drink butter coffee myself, and I generally try to stick to one meal a day. But though sometimes lately I've been picking out a lot of keto ice cream, but it's keto ice cream, so it's like, who cares, right? I'm not eating carbs.
Right. Yep.
So I generally have one real meal a day. Excuse me. And I drink butter coffee like the supplement that. I mean, you're getting your fat, with the butter and I also use coconut oil. But these fat fucking pigs, man, they disgust me. I mean, they fucking burn my fucking ass because, someone like me, it's much harder for me to lose weight. It's much more of a challenge for me to lose weight and stay in some sort of shape. But these fat bitches have no fucking excuse because we live in a country that our society is entirely built around catering to women. They have access to gyms, they have access to diet information online, they have access to proper meal planning and all this other fucking bullshit, but they don't avail themselves to do it because they rather just be fat fucking pigs and eat their way into early fucking death, which is kind of not a bad thing because at least they're eliminating themselves earlier instead of lingering around for like 80 fucking years. It disgusts me to no end. What really disgusts me is a fat fucking pig, a fat slob, a DPC that fucking is a fat slob and also smokes cigarettes. And and when I'm sitting out on the front porch drinking my coffee, having coffee and quiet, I see these fucking rhinoceroses and these fucking land whales driving by. Big old fat arms, fat hanging off their goddamn triceps. Myself. Fat hanging off their fucking triceps, big fucking Jabba the Hutt looking bitches, and they're smoking a goddamn cigarette. Really? That's probably the most disgusting fucking thing for me to see, and it pisses me off to know, especially when they have fucking kids in the car. So, I just want to send it. You know what? If I was ruling the world, all fat chicks, all fat bitches would get 6 months to start losing weight. And if they didn't meet that requirement, I send their fucking ass to the salt mines. And I never let them out because I don't want the world to see it. I don't want the world to see these fat fucking pigs. Okay?
Good morning, Rosie.
Good morning, Rosie. Where's my steak and eggs, Thought?
That's right.
Chop, chop.
I wouldn't trust anything she makes. She can't
True.
cook.
Steak and eggs now, Thought.
But yeah, I like I said, I really liked the picture you got here, the no fat chicks, because I told you this story, but I
Yeah.
don't think I've told like any audiences this story. But when I got out of the military back in 2006, I bought this Chevy Tahoe, and I actually really missed that ride. But I had gone to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, for vacation, and there was these stickers. I'll never forget it. It's a yellow sticker that said "No fat chicks," and it had like that symbol for the hot chick in the bikini or whatever. And so I was like, oh man, because I was in my prime, so I stuck that on my Tahoe, on the back of my Tahoe, and I would drive around and I would have like I'd just be minding my own business, and all of a sudden I'd get people like honking at me and like flipping me the bird and shit. And I'd look over and it'd be this fucking bitch fucking losing her
You
mind.
know what? The hit dog always hollers the loudest, and those fucking fat pigs were howling. Yeah, if I ever get the trick out my restore my dream vehicle, well, not necessarily a dream vehicle, but it's definitely a bitch magnet. Is if I ever trick out and restore a 280ZX, I'm gonna put a no fat chick sticker on it.
You know what? I think we need a coffee and hatred, like no fat chicks, like logo or something like that.
Yeah, that's
That's what we need. I'll
yeah,
design that.
that's possible down the road, but no, I don't want to deal with these fat bitches because see, it's not only the fact that they're fat fucking pigs that are lazy and undisciplined, which should be a red flag in and of itself. They've already let themselves go. I mean, and you know, they make me want to vomit. I was having a thought on the tip of my tongue, but I can't seem to get it out. But yeah, these bitches, they're lazy, they're undisciplined, and they think that they're hot and they have curves. You don't have curves, sweetheart. You're just fat. Okay, you're just fucking fat. You don't have curves. I don't mind a broad with curves, but when you're a fat fucking pig, you don't have curves. You just have fucking folds of lard. And another thing, and this the guy's got to take some responsibility to this too, because all you hungry ass motherfuckers out there, all you fucking hungry simp ass, thirsty fucking guys out there that don't care what you stick your fucking dick in, quit fucking fat bitches. Quit giving them validation. Quit giving them fucking validation for this shit. All
Well,
right?
it's not just that they're getting fucked. I mean, these fat bitches they're not quite getting the amount of attention as like the attractive ones, but their inboxes or on whatever social media platforms they're on they're still just full. Like anytime they post a picture or something, you got the beta cucks in there like you're so beautiful, blah blah blah. And it's like no,
No,
no.
I'm here
But
to
I
tell you.
agree
I'm
with
here to
the
tell
sentiment.
you, you fat fucking pigs. You're not beautiful. You're fat. Making all then they make all these excuses and getting back to the guys, quit fucking simping for these fat bitches. Because I'll tell you right now, I will not date a fat fucking bitch. I don't care if I look like Jabba the Hutt myself. I'm not dating a fat fucking bitch. I just can't stand looking at it. Okay? I mean, if you have extra 20 pounds on you or whatever, even 30 pounds, I kind of that's a wobbler right there. But I'll tell you right now, they need to fucking you need to lose that 20 or 30 pounds. Get the chunk off.
Yeah,
Reduce your
if you
food
have a
intake,
little
you
bit of
fat
extra
pig.
weight, you have a little bit extra weight. I mean, as long as you're doing something to change that, that might be
Because I
acceptable.
can
But
understand, some broad putting on a couple extra pounds, but when you have a fucking when you're a woman, you have a fucking beer gut. You disgust me. You make me want to vomit. I just want to I just want to kick you in the fucking ass. So yeah, chunkers, whatever. You know, yeah. You know what?
that's not necessarily the case, man. Like,
I give guys a little bit of a break because most guys are at work. They're busting their fucking asses. Some of them do blue collar work, and after they get off of work, they are fucking exhausted. Because I've been there and done that, and I know the feeling. And I'll give you a little bit of story about this, but these fucking fat bitches. Most of them don't even have real jobs. They have fucking hobby jobs. they have a job where they kind of like make $30,000 a year, sit in office or a secretary or something, and they just get fucking fat. Because they don't go home, they don't leave work to go to the gym. They leave work to go to the store to buy some more fucking Haagen-Dazs to get even fucking fatter. And I was at Walmart yesterday, and my sentiments about Walmart.
Oh yeah.
My sentiments about fucking Wally World. Hey, like in theory, everybody likes skinny chicks. Okay, most guys like skinny chicks. The only reason a guy is fucking a fat bitch is because that's the best they can get because they're fucking bums or they don't measure up and they can't attract the hot skinny chicks. And they're just settling for something that's a wet hole. Or in the case of these fat pigs, they just douse them with a bunch of flour. It's find a wet bar, they just stick it in between two fucking folds and get off that way. So most women don't do backbreaking hard ass labor like men do. They don't fucking they're not out there fucking laying fucking asphalt on the highway. They're not out there doing construction work or plumbing or fucking doing shit. They sit in the office on their fat fucking asses, typing at their little fucking keyboards with their fat little chubby fucking fingers, and they don't
And
do
their
shit.
recreation time, they're playing Walrus Team 6
Yeah,
behind the computer. But that's neither here nor there. Now, on my stream yesterday, my Saturday chill stream, I was actually talking about dependopotamuses.
oh god.
Yeah,
Oh
because
fucking god. I
yeah,
stayed away from those fucking land whale bitches when I was in the Navy, and I saw these guys going out with them, and I actually have a little bit of a story about that because when I was in the Navy, I had this E6 that was like Mr. PT physical fitness. He'd run marathons and shit like that, and he was super in shape. And if he hated any sailor that had a little bit of weight on him, and he was an absolute asshole to him. So one day
Jesus.
I'm on fucking duty, and he brings his fucking family onto the ship because we had the same duty day. And guess who gets out of the fucking minivan? A big fat land whale dependopotamus fucking pig.
Yep.
So
Well,
no
I've
wonder
seen
why.
that at
Yeah,
Fort Hood. So,
yeah. I mean,
me and the boys were at a restaurant, and we sit down, and we're getting our food, and you look over, and you can tell when people are GIs. Like,
yeah,
you just kind of know your own. So, GI dude definitely looks like he put in the extra work at the gym and shit. Sitting across from him is a bitch that can barely fit in her own like side of the booth. I shit you not. Like, it was. Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I
They
was
probably they
gonna
probably had
throw
to
up right now.
they had to probably grease the bitch in and wedge her in there with a fucking crowbar. But no, yeah. And here's the thing is, and I'm gonna tell you this right now: fat guys have it harder to society than fat women. Because a fat guy, unless he has money, power, unless he has money, power, and fame, he ain't getting shit from a bitch. Okay, but a fat bitch will even say, "I don't date fat guys." So put that in your pipe and smoke it. And and Rose, you need to instead of eating shit, you should be going to the gym or doing some calisthenics. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, the guy was hard as fuck on me because I had glandular issues, which of course they misdiagnosed because they're assholes. And you know,
All right, hang on, Grizz.
yeah, I know.
We
Yeah, I
need to
saw
explain what that is.
dependopotamuses. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I thought you were going to do it, but okay,
No,
yeah.
you go ahead and do it.
A dependopotamus is the significant other, the 99.9999% of the time it's a woman who's married to a GI, and they do not work, and they get really, really fat, and they're really annoying, and they think that one of the jokes about it is, whenever their husband goes up in rank, they think that they have that rank themselves, so they like talk shit and get all cocky and stuff. Like, they're the worst.
Yeah, respect my husband's rank when they go pull into the base, or if they're an officer's wife, God forbid. They'll demand that you salute him. It's like you can salute my nut, you fat fucking pig. Yeah, and they're also dependopotamuses are also lazy. They don't fucking clean the house. They don't do shit. Then when the husband's deployed, they fucking go bang Jody, and we didn't call them Jodies. We used to call them Westpac widows. Yeah, because when
Yeah,
you deployed overseas, they were officially widowed and they were banging some other guy while you were deployed. That's why I never got into a relationship or hooked up with any of those fucking bitches when I was in the military. But no,
oh yeah, I remember seeing a lot of army wives and at the club around the base, like a lot.
yeah, I got this story secondhand. This is this is when we were in the Gulf, but it was relayed to me when we got back. So apparently, I was in San Diego, and that's where we were burped. And the Constellation went out for carrier quals, which is just pilots launching off the flight deck and landing back on it to get their qualifications. So when they deployed, they could be legit. They could legitimately take off without no problem. So apparently, what happened was the Constitution goes out to sea, and one of their boilers takes a shit, and so they have to come back into port. So they come back into port about 10 o'clock at night. The captain all breaks them off for liberty. So they go to the bowling alley to knock back a couple of beers and unwind from the day. So guess what happens when they go into the bowling alley? They see their wives, their girlfriends with other guys, and you know what happens. In the military when that comes down the pike, right? It was a knockdown.
Oh
It
yeah,
was a fucking. It was a massive brawl. They fucking tore the place apart. All the shore patrol guys, had to come in there and break it up. Every swinging dick was in there breaking it up, and they basically wrecked the fucking place. So there
at
you
least it
go.
happened like that. And like I was telling the girl I was on a date with last night. A lot of guys come home from deployment to some either like an empty house and an empty bank account, or sometimes they come home to like some fucking dude who they don't know living in their house. And it's just like, and people started. That's what happened. People started murdering their wives and their wife's boyfriend when they came home.
You know what? There's no mercy for cheating whores. But anyway, I was getting back to what I said. I was at fucking Walmart yesterday doing some shopping, and I got a couple Walmart stories, but yesterday there were quite a few fat fucking pigs in the store, a bunch of fucking lamb whales, and one of them really stood out to me because she was just this fat fucking slob, and she had like a fucking fupa that was bigger than some of the beer guts I've seen on guys, and I just wanted to go over there, and I didn't do it because I was wearing sandals. Now if I had a pair of steel toe boots, I would have. And I just wanted to go up and just kick her right in her fat fucking fupa and tell her to get her ass in fucking shape. And then the time before that, I was at Walmart. I'm walking in there and there's this woman with her husband, and she's got like a fucking big ass that's like her each of her fucking ass cheeks are as big as both of my thighs put together. Okay, just hanging over, just dawdling along, and I just wanted to run up on her, kick her in her fat fucking ass, and tell her to pick up the pace because she was blocking the. I was getting some chicken thighs. She was blocking the thing because she was walking too fucking slow. And then you see the ones in the goddamn in those rascals, with both fucking ass cheeks hanging out the fucking rascal. And let me tell you something about those goddamn rascals is that they have a pretty wide seat because they're used to carting around fat fucking pigs.
Yeah, that does kill me. That's what I mean. Personally, I don't shop at Walmart. I only go to Walmart unless it's absolutely necessary. But yeah, where I go and get groceries and stuff, there's almost no pigs, and it's fucking wonderful. No rascals, no pigs. It's just like normal human beings. It's great.
I mean, and some of the people that work at Walmart are a bunch of fat fucking slobs too. And it makes me, it disgusts me. I lose what little faith I have in humanity. But it's just like, really, you're this fucking fat, and you have no excuse to be this fucking fat and lazy. They're fat, they're lazy, and then I hate this bullshit when they say it's glandular. That really pisses me the fuck off because
Well, another thing, man. I mean, it's the high carb diet, but another thing I noticed is like they put fucking soy in everything, dude. Like
oh, I know.
everything. And I think I showed you and others the link about the neuroscientific study about soybean oil and how that fucks you up. Like just royally. Well, at least it fucked up the mice in the experiment, like messed with their hormones, their brains. I think it might have has made them fatter. I'd have to look at it again, but the point is soybean oil or soy just no bueno. Like there is absolute truth to the
Oh,
soy boy
yeah,
meme.
I can't. I will not eat soy. I look when I get certain stuff like I make keto bread, and part of the recipe calls for whey protein, and I have to check like almost be anal retentive about it, make sure there's no soy in it. But a lot of these fucking, a lot of these, but you know what, what else it is too with these fat bitches. Well, aside from the fact that they eat their own body weight in food every fucking day, is the fact that everything has high fructose corn syrup in it. Because
Yeah,
when I was starting the keto thing last year, I wanted to get some cream of tomato soup, thinking that would be keto friendly. So guess what? I read the fucking label, and guess what? Cream of tomato soup has fucking high fructose corn syrup in it, and I think that's partly two ways. It's a common additive, but at the same time, these fat fucking pigs, these fat slobs, these slop hog cunts, need to have everything sweet. They can't, everything's got to be sweet and creamy and blah blah blah. So they put high fructose corn syrup in it. When I was a kid, they didn't have fucking high fructose corn syrup in goddamn tomato soup.
yeah. Even the soda was made with real sugar. Okay, nice one.
Yeah.
But you can tell like the difference between like if they make something called Mountain Dew Throwback where they put real sugar in it instead of the high fructose garbage that they put in. I don't really drink soda, but when I did, like I would get that stuff. But I want to get real quick back to the soy problem. So you remember how I was telling you about the pizza that you can get? Like it's like a frozen pizza, and the crust is made of chicken. It's like really low carb.
Right.
Well, what pissed me off is I looked at the ingredients, and you'll never guess what was in
Soy.
the list of
It was
ingredients.
fucking soy.
Yes, they had isolated soy protein, and they said it was made with there was some soybean oil, and I was fucking furious because this is post me reading that study.
That's for you, Rosie. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Very good. Well, part of that's cutting out, by the way, your burps.
Oh.
We hear part of it, but not the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I got to work on that.
Or maybe that's just Discord.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Who cares?
She said, "You fucking pig."
Those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
She needs to stop touching her fucking hair too.
Yeah, that, and she needs to go on keto. Needs to go on keto, get the chunk off, and then maybe she can get some schnitzel. But these fucking, you know what it is, and and I actually had someone mention epigenetics, or they have a slow metabolism. Cut out the fucking excuses. I have a legit glandular problem, and for all intents and purposes, if I wanted to, I could just sit on my ass and use that as an excuse and get by. But I don't even use that as an excuse. But when they say, "Oh, it's genetic," you know what? It's yeah, maybe genetic. Guess that what that means? You have to work harder. If you have a slow metabolism, guess what? You have to work harder.
It does slow down as you age.
But I mean, I'm talking about these most, because I don't see a lot of fucking fat guys making excuses for it's glandular or I have a slow metabolism. They're just like, I'm a big old fat fuck,
Yeah, they are usually honest about.
But women are
like, I like to eat.
Women are like, it's my favorite. It's gland. No, it's not. You're just a lazy fucking pig. Hit the fucking treadmill. Quit lifting the spoon to your fucking mouth. And quit eating so fucking much, you fat pigs. LOL, you haven't seen my body. Nah, I don't know if I want to see your body, Rose. But seriously, it's it's very simple. This is just very basic weight loss 101. We're not even going into like paleo or keto or this, that, and the third. Eat less consume less, consume less calories than you expend. Move your body.
Stretch to build muscle.
Stretch to build muscle. Get
Oh
yoked
god.
AF. I mean, now I do have to stretch because I'm stiff as a board. So I got some books and I got to start doing some start doing some yoga. But trust me, if and when I ever want to build muscle, I'm going to the Iron Temple. I'm going to start lifting weights and pumping iron. That's how you build fucking muscle. You could tone muscle doing calisthenics and stuff like that, but to build muscle, you gotta pump the iron. You gotta hit those weights. That's the only way to do it. But
I think
no,
everybody's body works differently, but definitely, like for me, lifting heavy, I gotta hit that iron, and it's gotta be heavy, and
yeah,
my
I
body
can't.
responds to
See, the
that.
problem is I can't. If I lift the heavy iron, my cardiologist is gonna have a fucking fit. But yeah, getting back, I don't drink soda well because of my kidneys, and you just learn to do without. And that's another thing, you fucking fat chicks. Quit fucking drinking diet soda. It does not help you lose weight. I like it when these fat fucking pigs go to a restaurant and get the goddamn everything in a bucket with the eggs on top special, then they order a diet fucking Coke. Really? Are you
Yeah.
are you
Well,
serious?
diet soda is worse for you than regular soda. Just FYI, it's not doing shit for you. I got a better idea. How about you not drink the soda? Drink water, or if you need the caffeine, drink some fucking tea,
Well, here's another
or
alternative.
coffee.
Here's another alternative. There's this product called Bubbly, and basically it's flavored seltzer water. No high fructose corn syrup, none of the acids and all the other shit they put in a soda. And you could drink that instead, and it's zero fucking calories as a substitute. It's not going to be sweet, so you have to get used to not drinking sweet things. Rosie, I'm just going to be honest with you. You've mentioned what your diet is. It's not that you don't eat enough. You're not eating the right types of food.
Well, she actually doesn't eat much,
I know,
and one of
but
her problems is sleep. She doesn't sleep,
oh, so
and
we don't sleep either. Okay.
yeah, losing weight, like you have to get a healthy amount of sleep,
Yeah, and
and
trust me,
she's got to work on that.
I've been on the CPAP, and it's helping me sleep, and I'm taking it's helped me sleep, and since I've been on the CPAP and been doing the do, I've been getting the best sleep in my fucking life. So you know, but yeah, that's it. Sleep, proper sleep. I hate to sound like somebody's mom, but you got to get enough sleep. You got to you got to eat properly. Yeah, you got to take care of yourself because trust me, if you don't take care of yourself, you're going to be one of these fucking assholes I see at the VA every time. Fat as fuck and a goddamn rascal drinking a fucking 32 or 64 ounce bladder bomb, at death's door going to see the cardiologist and going, and my kidney doctor, he fucking, he drills the fuck out of him. I mean, he did it to me at first, but then when he seen me making progress, he was like, he was actually very cool with me, but yeah, I mean, you go to the kidney clinic and you have kidney disease and you're fucking rolling with a fucking big ass fucking bladder bomb soda. Guess what? You're gonna probably get chewed out and you're gonna probably be on dialysis waiting for a fucking transplant. But no, and then another thing I hate is when I go to Walmart, I see these fat fucking pigs wearing a face diaper and like a full on face mask, and I'm like, that ain't gonna help you get any healthier, you fat fucking pig. It's like
Yeah,
I literally the creatures I see in Walmart, they're right out of that show, my 600-pound life, and they're just like a fucking vortex of fucking a bitterness, laziness, fat, self entitlement, and gluttony, and yeah, they're gross, and another thing is, and this is what I think I wanted to mention was it's not only being a fat fucking pig is bad enough for a woman and just society in general because we have to look at that shit. What's really worse is that they have a fat bitch attitude. They're vulgar. They're not very feminine. They're aggressive. They got the fat, nasty, fat bitch fucking attitude, and I don't like being around women that act like men. That's an instant deal breaker. It's like if you're a broad and you want to be around me, put your fucking dick away. I don't want to. I'm not dealing with the bad bitch on the block. I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. And a lot of fat women have that nasty fucking unmasculine, I'm gonna dare say I'll probably get fucking flagged, but I don't care. They have that fucking dyke attitude, and it's just a no go. So it's not only being fat, fat bitch. Because back in the day, fat chicks used to try harder because they knew they were fat fucking pigs. But now they're just crude, vulgar. They're kind of like they're like a female version of me, and I don't want to be around a female version of me. Being around myself is enough of a fucking pain in the ass. Okay, I don't want to be around my fucking female version with that fucking
Yeah.
dirty ass badge. Because it's being covered with fucking fat rolls. You could probably make a loaf of sourdough out of the fucking deposits from that. Nasty fucking
Yeah,
pigs.
yeah. I hear you because I hit Grizzly up this morning and he's like, "What the fuck do you want?"
Yeah, it's like fucking. I'm in the middle of coffee and quiet. You know, you know.
Like, we gonna do the show, bro? Like, what?
Yeah, I was like, all right. And I caught. You should be thanking me because I cut coffee and quiet short this morning to do the show.
I do. Yeah, I do appreciate that.
Yeah, I got to have at
Yeah,
least an hour to sit out there and just listen to music, wake up, come out of my stupor, let my fucking meds kick in, you know, and just kind of wind into my day. And when someone bothers me or talks to me in the morning, it's just like, what the fuck do you want? Is the house on
right.
fire? Did the nuclear plant down the street melt down? Is there a giant sinkhole appearing under the town sucking it in? No, don't fucking bother me. Well,
Yeah.
goddamn
So
coffee and
I do
quiet.
want to touch on one thing that's not on the fat chick topic, but there's like this stupid picture going around. Well, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. They're related. So Beijing Biden's like bragging about these female generals, which hell no, I'm not pleased about that. Our army is getting weaker, and our military overall is getting weaker and weaker and weaker with this fucking bullshit. Putting the trainees in there. Sorry, nothing against you trainees, but I don't want you in the military. Like, be a trainee on your own time, but my military should be comprised of mostly straight men. I mean, no offense to you, but I want people who I know can do the job and aren't going to distract from the mission.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't care if you want to be a tranny. That's your choice. It doesn't really bother me because I lived in LA since forever, so it's like a more common thing there. But no, I don't want trannies on a ship. I don't want trannies serving in combat because guess what? They take hormones. They're on medication, and when you're knee deep in the bullshit, you need it's not one of those situations. Hey man, I need to break off to go take my fucking meds. No, no, I don't want trannies in the military. I don't want fucking females in combat. I don't even want them serving on combat ships because thank the Christ, I got out of the Navy before pig fucker Bill Clinton, allowed women to serve on combatants, and it's been a shit show ever since. And women in combat, they just can't shoulder the load. They're not strong enough. They're not fast enough. They don't have the same bone density as men do. They can't.
Well, your muscle fibers are different too.
Yeah, they
A
can't.
lot of women can't really appreciate how actually
You know,
strong men are
because these bitches are
for
like, I could do
because of
anything a
that.
man
But
could do. No, you can't. The only thing you could do that a man can't do is have children. So that's your primary purpose, basically.
no, but I subscribe to the men and women are better together than they are apart, and that we are complementary and we're complementary for a reason, and that's a good thing. But the thing that really like got annoying was yesterday on Twitter. There's this picture of this female Marine. She's like fireman carrying a male Marine, right? And everybody's like passing this around like women can do anything that men can do. Like, no, because he would be in full combat gear instead of just his fatigues.
Yeah, because
Like, I'd like to see you do
yeah,
that when
I
he's
could,
got
I could tell
full
you.
combat.
Yeah, I could tell you a woman cannot fucking ruck 100 pounds of fucking gear
Well,
for long periods of
yes,
time.
very true. But my point is, like, they're passing it around, like, yeah, this is easy. And I'm telling you, with proper lifting techniques, women can probably move like an average sized guy
Yeah, there's no woman that could. There's no
decently.
woman that could fireman carry my 6'2"
Yeah,
ass. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, just saying it ain't fucking happening.
even if you didn't have like full gear,
And
like
some women,
it's probably not going to happen.
yeah, and some women could do that. They could ruck, they could do that, but they can't do it for the duration. They can't do
Admit,
it. Yeah, they can't do it for the duration because, they can't run for the duration like men can. Yeah, sure, they could do it, but eventually they're going to get stress fractures slower. They're going to get muscle problems faster. I mean, they're going to get fucking, back problems faster than men do when carrying those heavy loads and running the distances that are required. They can't sustain it. I mean, this is not sexism, even though I do proudly declare myself to be a misogynist pig fucker, who beats women, abuses animals, hits children, and fucking eats babies. Because I'm an evil misogynist.
very very evil grizzly.
Yeah, but no, but they can't. They can't.
And steals picnic baskets.
Yeah, they can't fucking do it. They could do it for a little bit, but in a wartime situation, I guess if we ever got into a hot war, say if we ever went to war with China, you know what? A lot of those women in the infantry, they're going to be getting knocked up so they don't have to deploy.
I've seen that. I actually seen that. But yeah, and it's not. I'm not knocking or saying like women are worthless or whatever. I just don't.
Well, when it comes to the military, I am going to say most of them are actually fucking worthless in the military.
They kind of are, but
yeah, they're fucking. I'm sorry, they're fucking worthless.
My biggest priority is like combat MOS or military occupational specialty. I don't want them in combat roles. Period.
Let me tell you something. I spent 3 years working on the flight deck of an aircraft carrier, which Lloyd's of London classifies as the third most dangerous environment in the world. And we used to do fire drills and stuff like that. And when we did the fire drill, they get the biggest, fattest motherfucker on the flight deck, and you have to carry him. And it took like 4 of us to carry this motherfucker over, okay? And there's no fucking way that a broad could shoulder her hand to load carrying some guy that's like fucking 6'4", 250 pounds is a brick shit house, okay? And another thing is, the shop I was in the LSO shop, landing signal, whatever. We managed the system that the planes use, the electronic systems they use to guide in on and land, okay? And we had, in the case of the LSO, our shop got blown out during an attack or an accident, we had a portable system. And we had 7 fucking minutes to get that system up and running. And let me tell you, that motherfucking thing was heavy. I mean, me and it took like 4 strapping guys, because I was one of the guys that had to lug that thing to get that out there, just to lug that out there. And there's no fucking way some 120-pound woman is going to be able to pull her fucking load on that thing. I'm sorry. Well, military chicks are horse, period. Mermaid or X. Yeah, they are. I did a video on this on my old MGTOW channel. I have it up on BitChute somewhere. But no, they just can't do it. Okay, I mean,
it's not just that they can't do it though, man. It's they're a distraction. The same way I was talking about like the trannies, and when I was in, probably, you probably are familiar with the don't ask, don't tell. Like there were people who we pretty much knew were gays, but it was never a thing, like, because we never talked about it, and they didn't like flaunt it. It was something they did in their own time,
right,
away from us, like, right.
Yeah, so, and that's fine. I don't
time to work. It was time to work.
I don't have a problem with gay guys in the military, just as long as they can pull their share of the load. Now, here's the thing, if fucking basement sleepy creepy senile potato head Biden does get trannies in the military, what's going to happen, especially when you deploy for 6 months, you get some tranny aboard the ship, and there's a saying, and TFM can confirm this, it's not gay if it's underway. So some of those guys on that ship are going to be popping those trannies in the backside when they're deployed. And there's a strict rule in the military: no fraternization. And there's a strict rule in the Navy: you're not supposed to bone the chicks on ship. Though it does happen, because being out 6 months at sea, guys tend to get a little fucking horny. And if they can't bang a chick, a tranny that looks reasonably female, they'll take them into a fan room, get some fucking butt butter, and pound that ass like it's no tomorrow. It's coming.
Even when you are serving with actual physical.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying.
There are 3.
Oh yeah, those guys are getting some action, and some of those officers are pounding those chicks underway too. When they're deployed.
There are 3 when you arrive in theater. And when you're about 6 months in the theater, they turn into like a six all of a sudden. You know, that's how it goes.
Yeah, 3 becomes a 6 really fast when you're fucking horny. Yeah, so it's a bad. It's just a bad idea. I mean, if women want to, do administrative stuff or in the military, fine. If they want to make the sandwiches, which most of them don't know how to cook anyway, because women are fucking modern women are fucking trash bags. That's fine, but
Yeah.
but you're not getting they shouldn't be deployed in theater. They shouldn't be on combat vessels, and I'd even go as far to say they shouldn't even be on support vessels. So especially
Yeah,
combat
they,
vessels, because when that
I don't want them in charge of shit, to be honest.
because let me tell you
Um,
something. When that fucking compartment, when you get a hole in a ship, like an accident or something hits it, and there's water rushing in, you got to do everything you can to plug that fucking hole up so you don't fucking drown, and so the ship doesn't sink. And women just don't have the energy and the muscle to do that shit. They don't. They're
well,
actually a
it's not just
detriment.
about ability. They tend to, and this is from my experience, right? They tend to like run around like a chicken with their head cut off. Like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
Exactly,
And it's like,
exactly. And
calm the fuck
yeah,
down.
TFM had a story about that. But women on combat vessels and in combat MOSs, or even in hazardous zones, are a danger to themselves and they're a danger to other people.
Yeah, I mean, I know a redhead who's perfectly capable. I actually served with her, uh, and she was in Alabama. She's perfectly capable. Like I would, almost trust her to fight side by side, almost in the way that I would a man. But still, at the end of the day, still a woman.
Well, she's
I'm
probably
going
one
to
of those.
trust the dudes to
Yeah,
my right.
yeah, she's probably one of those anomalies that have a little bit more testosterone in her, ha ha ha, than women do.
Like some, she's a redhead, so I'll
Yeah,
give her that.
yeah,
Maybe the red.
she
Combination
has
of
the
redhead.
cray. Yep, and she has the cray because she's a redhead.
Did have the cray, but she
So
was.
yeah, so I mean, but no, yeah, no fat chicks. I'm sorry, you just send them to the fucking salt mines. Even if they lose the weight, keep them in there because nobody wants to look at your goddamn stretch marks. Just fucking exile them so they never see the light of day, so we don't have to look at them. And then it'll be an object lesson for young girls growing up, and moms tell them, hey, look, if you don't keep the chunk off, you're gonna get sent to the fucking salt mines.
Another thing that's somewhat aggravating about it is it's just another one of those instances of women wanting to invade a male space
Oh
and try
yeah.
to, fuck it up. That the military, especially combat arms, that is a male space, and you as a female are a distraction in that space or being anywhere
Well,
around that
that
space.
then they want to get pissy ass about cussing and, like, for example, I got a story from boot camp. This is way back in
Hear it.
the before time, before some people were born, and we were doing cadences, and we were in the military. When you do a cadence, it's generally going to be vulgar, foul, and not politically correct because it's there to keep you marching the step and it's there to build morale. So we were doing our dirty cadences, and then our company commander comes in. It's like, you can't do dirty cadences anymore because apparently, and I'm just speculating here, but I have a good hunch that some female officer got a fucking burr up her ass and got put out by the cadences we were doing. So we had to stop because she got fucking offended. It's like, listen, bitch, you're in the goddamn military. Foul language is the second language in the military, and I speak it fluently with an accent. So, doing that is like, curbing guys and what they can do and being guys and training and being motivated. That's what happens when you let fucking skirts in, because you know what? There's an old maritime saying that ships and women are bad luck. Women on ships is bad luck.
Yeah, that's like an old sailor thing.
Let me tell you, and that has a lot of credence, because we're seeing that unfold, and it's almost 11 o'clock. I think we're gonna sign off in a bit, and I'm gonna leave you with this. In 2016, when Obama was president, there was two destroyers collided with other ships that they were docked in Yokosuka, Japan, and the investigation found a number of things. One of the things they found was that the new navigation system they put in was fucked up to begin with, but they also found breakdowns of leadership where officers wouldn't talk to each other, and they didn't, they had they had differences, but they couldn't put them aside. And I'm gonna tell you, when those ships crashed, guess who was on duty on the bridge? It was a female officer. And I'll bet those conflicts where they weren't talking to each other, they were two female officers having a hissy fit with each other, and they wouldn't talk to each other and put it aside and focus on the job. And to quote my man Replicant Fish, just like a woman. And on that note, I think we're gonna call this a stream because I gotta freshen up and get some stuff done, and because I'll be heading out shortly for some other things. Dealing with a particular redheaded Irish woman, which is double whammy, and she's also a psych nurse, so she's got the triple crazy going. But she's okay. Anyway, I think that's it. I think we're gonna call it a stream here. I'm glad we got Infamous Rifles voice working, so we'll be continuing to make improvements. Hopefully next week I'll have added some intro music, and we can spice this thing up a little bit. All right. So with that being said, thanks for tuning in to Coffee and Hatred. This is Grizzly Rising. I'm reporting from behind enemy lines, and take it out, Wolf.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming by, and we will see you next time for more.